Welcome to Coffee with Heathens. Prost. Today the topic is Orlog. Okay. Orlog can be translated to primal layers or primal laws. And basically what that means is your reality is dictated by your personal choices, not anybody else's. So this is a hard talk on Coffee with Heathens today. New Modern American Shamanism flag. Just pointing that out. So, how does Orlog affect our reality? Okay. When we're born, the Orlog of all of our ancestors and our parents dictated when, where, and how we became infants. And then your parents' choices dictate their choices for you until you're old enough to start making choices of your own. And then through your preteen and teen years, your Orlog is this combination of your parents' choices and your choices dictate your reality and the choices that you have to choose from. Then as we become adults, we become solely responsible for what happens to us in everyday life, how good or how bad that life is, and the choices, whether they're bad choices or good choices we have to make, are all based on the prior choices that we made. Okay. Coffee. It's been a long morning. So, this is why I say that Orlog is the foundation for all Germanic pagan and heathen beliefs, because everything that we do and everything that we can do falls back on us. Okay? If you have a bad day, if you boil it down, 9 times out of 10, it's your fault because of choices that you made. I know we don't want to hear this, but it's true. Okay? Your choices interact with other people's choices, and that dictates the whole web of weird and everything like that. But if you chose to turn right instead of turning left, and somebody bumps into you and spills coffee all over you, if you'd have just chose to turn left, that most likely wouldn't have happened. But it's the other person's choice of not paying attention that dictated them running into you and spilling your coffee on you, and then which caused whatever happens next. Okay? So see how you choosing to turn right interacted with another person's choice that they made, and then you made an intersection that ended up in you getting bumped into and coffee spilt all over your white shirt. Just experience talking. So, Orlog. Okay. I like to explain it like this. If you decide to drop out of school in the 8th grade, and then say 5, 6 years later, you decide that you really want to help people and that you want to be a doctor, well, the choice that you made of dropping out of school in the 8th grade prevents you from having any positive direct choice of going to medical school and graduating and becoming a doctor. So what do you have to do to fix your bad choice? You have to start making a lot of repetitive good choices. And what I mean by that is you have to stop, think, and first decide to get your GED. Okay? Without that, you can't go any farther. Then you have to decide to go to community college because you have a GED. And then you have to decide to do very well in community college. And then you need to just make that choice to continue on and go to a 4-year college and do pre-med classes and do very well. And then you can have the opportunity to do really well on your entrance exams and go to actual medical school. And then you have to make the choices to study and work hard, okay, and then become an actual doctor. At any point in this hierarchy of positive choices, you can make bad choices and screw the whole thing up. But see how this all falls back on you, okay? The difficult part is when we look at the web of weird and start to realize how our choices interact with other people's choices. So you can make a bad choice and somebody can make a good choice, and you can still screw each other up. You getting screwed worse and the other person getting their good choice turned into something bad. Or you can make a good choice and somebody else can make a bad choice, and they can interact in that web, and chaos or awesomeness can come out of it. The point being is you have to decide to make positive choices for yourself, and then pay attention to what's going on around you so other people's negative choices don't affect you badly. This is where the whole awareness thing comes from. We talk about it in our third book, the first book of our Fire and Ice Shamanism series, about your positive choices and your awareness. Keep your positive choices positive and flowing, and that allows you to have the option for more and more positive choices. Okay, and it's the awareness, both internal and external, that prevent other people's bad choices from negatively impacting your positive ones. Okay, we don't live in a vacuum, and even if we lived on a top of a mountain somewhere in some uber heathen isolated community, you're still interacting with other people's choices, and you cannot count on other people to continuously make good choices for themselves. Everybody does something stupid every now and then, and it's how you let that affect you dictates your option for choices after said interaction with stupidness. But hang in there, drink coffee, and make positive choices. That's my explanation of Orlog today. Hope you guys learned something positive.